Hello, monsters abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 and Mortal Empires in part 5 of my Kroq-Gar campaign. Now, last time we had some problems with Khalida. Skeletons by themselves are not much of a threat, but lots of skeletons, definitely a threat. Quantity has a quality all of its own. I think Joseph Stalin said that. So, using a poorly calculated leap of logic, we can conclude that Khalida is probably Joseph Stalin. So we must put down the Red Menace once and for all, which is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to march on Libros and put them down. Hopefully. That's the plan anyway. We're camped up good. That's fine. We've got Cho Lai. He's got a lovely hat. Enjoying that. Really nice. Yeah, okay, so we can get... I think one turn of replenishment should be fine. Then we can hit Libros. Now, they will have archers, but I reckon we can smash through. Now, the only slight problem might be if they have scarabs. When do they have fucking scarabs? I don't think they've got scarabs. They didn't use them in the last mission, did they? The last battle. They get Legionary Barrage. Okay, as long as I don't have scarabs, that's not a problem. Scarabs are horrible, and I don't want them to be used when I'm all bolt... Because I'm going to... Matilda's going to take that fucking gate down. And once that gate's down, our Saras are going to charge in and butcher everyone. Which is going to take a little while. So... I just don't want anything that can be used... sort of on a big blob, which is exactly what's going to happen. So that should be okay. We're going to end the turn. We need to hit Libros, destroy it, or capture it. I'm thinking maybe... well, it depends. Depends how much I can sack it for. If I can sack it for a lot of money, I might well sack it. How many units did you just recruit in one bloody turn? It was just him, wasn't it? It was definitely just him. It was just him by himself, right? He's what? Hello? You want me to join your war against the dwarf? I'm not going to, because, you know what? The dwarves will hop over the mountains, they'll bypass you completely, and they'll be scampering amongst my... defenseless territories before you can say this wasn't part of the old one's plan, so piss off. It's the last thing I need. Ways and means. The priest was Zotek are mindful of the need of blah blah blah. Okay, so we either get research rate for recruitment cost. Well, considering that we're not going to be recruiting anything because we literally can't, I'm going to hold on to my vision. Thanks very much. Right. You have recruited 12 units in one turn. Okay. I mean, that is... It's impressive, I grant you. Oh, it's so simple. Return. A little bit faster. Thank you. There we go. Right. Probably should have not made him return, but never mind. 65. I mean, maybe we can try and lure them into an ambush. I literally think that's... I can't... I was pretty... I mean, if he'd recruited 3 units, I would have been like, no problem. He recruited half an army in one turn, which is, in my opinion, bullshit. So, Cho Lai, as much as I like having you here, you are so friggin' expensive. I had more money than that, didn't I? Didn't I? Didn't I? Fairly sure I did. Maybe I didn't? I thought I had about a K a turn. Maybe it's just cached something. Maybe it's not... I don't... Oh, right, I think the increase in upkeep doesn't take effect until it recalculates the amount. I think that's the case. Okay, well, we're going to try and lure them into an ambush, because no way in hell we can fight them now. Oh, the cheeky little buggers. Look at them go. Just popping skeletons literally out. Well, I mean, okay, they probably do literally pop them out of the ground. That's probably literally where skeletons come from, generally. No, you've literally you've recruited an army. You've recruited an army in 2 turns. That is terrifying. Okay, I said that, yeah. Income's better now. Okay. Mystical Slam Mage Priest devised a new ritual, blah, blah, blah. We can use the magic, weapon strength, but it would give us power reserve minus 20. Huh. Or conserve. You know what? I'm going to say let's go for the weapon strength. So Saurus now have 66 weapon strength.
My servant fails me.
Thing is, I can't leave Doomglade undefended. But we're about to have a rebellion, which isn't great. Provincial instability. I mean, if provincial instability would bugger off, we should be okay. Crunchy nuts. You can have a Pterodon will keep you out of trouble. Well, mostly. I want to give you a Stegodon though, because that would be great. To have you charging up and down with Matilda. Brilliant. That's ideal. Do I want could I do a little bit of assaultage? Oh, it's so simple. Do you want to do a little bit of assaulting? Bosh. Success. Nice work. What do you do? That's not bad. And you got a level, which is brill. Nice work. Would you like to be an enforcer of order? I think you would. I think you'd really enjoy that. So we'll go with that. And we got tech. So yeah, I think we're going to sequence of stoicism. The wisest race is indifferent to pain and fortune. Many vicissitudes. Fortunes many. Yeah, that one. Good. I think I've just got to try and lure them into an ambush because I legitimately don't know how I can take on an army that can recruit that many units in one turn. I mean, that siege was going to be tough, but it was going to be doable. Not when they can recruit that. Come on. Come at me, bro. Ambush. Perfect. I mean, it's a shame that Oh So Simple is currently out having fun, but that's fine. We don't need him. We can sort this out ourselves. Hakos is back again. Last time we saw Hakos, it was Doomglade. Just after he captured Doomglade. And now he's going to try a one-on-one Matilda. How's that going to go for him? Not great. Not great at all. Matilda easily knocks him to one side. Pterodon's flying overhead, just bombarding the skeleton warriors. Now we've got our cavalry. One spear riders being led by Kroq-Gar, clashing against some Nehakaran horsemen, trying to deflect them from the skeleton archers back here, but 2 units, come on spear riders, giving them a slip, and now they're just going to hunt those down so they can't do any damage. Meanwhile, Matilda's having a lovely time, and our Saurus warriors clashing against the Tomb Guard and skeleton warriors. Little wind blast there. I mean, so far, so good. Although, here come the Ushabti. Skinks this time were ready for them and scattered in every direction as soon as they spawned. And started to take chunks out of their health. Now, I did leave them on skirmish mode. They're not doing very well in skirmish mode, I'll be honest. I continually have to save them from those Ushabti, where they should just be running away and kiting them. So closing the net on these skeleton warriors, as you can see. Crunching up cornflakes comes down to melee for some bizarre reason, but no biggie. The Pterodon riders continue to bombard from above. You can see these units are already starting to waver. Pratt's pack getting a lovely charge on the rear of this skeleton warrior unit, sending skeleton warriors flying everywhere, crushing them against the anvil of these Sarah spears. Kroq-Gar charging in against Hakos. And yet another charge here. They've got one unit of gold, but they've just chased down those skeleton archers, just completely destroyed them. Skink skirmish is now coming back to the fight. The Ushabti have caught a few skinks, but we're just slowly cutting them down. As you can see, they're just completely, they can't catch up with the skinks. Being cut down, no problem. All their units collapsing. Good ambush. Okay, absolutely trounce those bony bastards, and I will eat the lot of them. And, oh, we got a hibernation attendant. More cash replenishment rate, that's going to be very, very useful. It's vital to ensure the master is kept cool and moist until his time of waking. Yep, that's what I like my servants to do. Make sure I'm cool and moist. Ancient skills. We're setting up some newly recovered ancient plaques. Your skinks have rediscovered long-lost building techniques to enable the swift construction of high pyramids and mighty ziggurats, for the likes of which have not been seen within Lustrian temple cities from ages past. Generally, such constructions rise slowly. Will you employ these new techniques or not? Construction time increase, construction cost. Ooh. Yes, I will. I will. Okay, we've got an army here, but it's not a very good one. I reckon I can take this. I reckon I can hit Libris. Now that will leave Rasatra to its own devices. I was debating walls here, wasn't I? I might... Shrine of the Old Ones, income from... I mean, it doesn't make much income, untainted, doesn't really have much... I mean, income from post-battle loot, 2%, couldn't go amiss. That's not really going to be useful there. I mean, more income could be useful, but... Okay, Kroq-Gar. You're level 11. Do we want you to kill, obliterate the undead? You are going to be fighting a lot of undead, so that actually would be probably coming quite useful. You could get Swift Rider, which would start off by giving plus speed for Pterodon Riders and Cold One units, and then speed and weapon strength, which I'm kind of tempted by. Skink units, meh. Sacred Guardians, maybe. Beast Rider, okay. Well, considering we're probably going to be fighting a lot of undead, I'm going to go obliterate the undead, because plus 10 melee attack and plus 10% weapon strength can only come in useful. In fact, what I might do is take him off the cold one for the moment. I might do the same with you. Not you. No, I said not you. Right. Oh, so simple. There we go. Right, you come off. Can't give you anything. Because at a siege, mounted units distinctly less useful. So I think on foot is going to be the better option. So, can we hit... Oh shit, we can't quite reach it. No, you're... Oh, bollocks.
For you, the dog talk.
shit. Okay, let's set up an ambush. Let's get Oh So Simple back in the army. Bugger. Just out of range. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to upgrade Doomglade because I'm hoping we can try and keep it intact. Maybe. We'll see. I'm also hoping that Khalida's busy with Lahmia to the north, which is going to give me, I'm hoping, time to hit King M over here. And I really wanted to hit Libris this turn. Oh no, I can hit it. Why did it say I couldn't before? Okay, it's going to be a tough fight. They have Ushabti. Now, actually, what is a... No, I think if they're coming on as reinforcements, they should come into the city. They won't set up in the city. They will come into the city as reinforcements. And that actually means that it will take them a little while to reach the walls. Which actually gives me more of an advantage. So, this is going to be a tough fight. But if we can win it, then... I mean, I don't know. I should have checked how much sacking income I could have got. But I think it might be good to take it. Because that's going to reduce Khalida's options. Okay, fingers crossed. Try it, Matilda. You're not alone. We're backing you up. We're heading straight for the gates. This is going to be a tough fight. Because not only do we have to smash through the gates and defeat their fortifications, but we also have to deal with an entire army, which is also here. So it's going to be quite tricky. Pterodon riders bombarding the skeleton archers already. Matilda has reached the gate and is putting her weight into it. That's what we like to see. The skinks sort of like just wandering around a bit. I wasn't quite sure what to do with them. Because they're not going to win a missile duel, that's for sure. So we're just going to charge all the Saurus we've got against the gate, do as much damage as possible. Get in. There's Oh So Simple and Kroq-Gar leading the charge with Matilda. Now, because the army came in as reinforcements, they do come into the city. But as you can see, they come in piecemeal. And a lot of... I'm not quite sure whether it mucks with the AI, but they tend to just go for the city centre. They seem to ignore the fortifications, which is why I thought maybe it would be easier to win the battle against the city rather than fighting the army. That was my logic. So in comes Matilda and the Saurus. We've managed to break through. Smashing our way through. There we go. There's the Hakaran warriors. Not lasting any time at all. The skinks are taking to the walls because I thought, well, they can probably actually kill the skeleton archers. Probably. Yeah, you know what? I reckon they can. So, sending them up against the skeleton archers just to try and keep them busy, to be honest. So, a lot of units now massing at the city centre. We do have a fair few units of Ushabti, which is a problem because those things are friggin' horrible to deal with. Karen units just chasing my Pterodons off. Unfortunately, they're having to bug out of that. They don't want to fight them. Fortunately, what we have to... We've taken the towers, so if we can lure them outside, then the towers should be able to deal with them. So at least they're safe. Matilda fighting some skeleton spearmen. She doesn't really have room to run around, really. She likes, you know, wide open spaces. I mean, she's got a big caboose, so, you know, she needs that space. Kroq-Gar having a whale of a time. He is fighting an enemy Tomb King. As is Oh So Simple. But Oh So Simple is struggling quite a bit against him, so we're going to try and back him up. Try and take out that Tomb King. Ushabti have been spawned. Now this is interesting because this isn't the only unit of Ushabti they spawn. And to be honest, it should be. Because you don't get one spawn per army, you just get one spawn. Apparently no one told the AI this. So Ushabti hitting us in the rear, which is not great, to be honest, because those things are awful. We're taking quite a lot of damage as we fight our way into the city, which isn't ideal because we also need to break the, entire army currently being held at the city centre. They are throwing some units at us piecemeal, so there is that. And we do have the Kolbon Riders held in reserve, so there's that. We're cutting our way through. Doing the best we can. We've got some skinks on the wall here, just firing down on the Nehakaran warriors. Taking a lot of damage there, that's good. Pterodon Riders overhead just bombarding the archers, or at least trying to. Crunchy Nut Cornflakes is harassing the archers, but getting shot at. Matilda, with the help of some units of Saurus, is facing off against yet another Skeleton Spearman unit. Seem to have an endless bloody supply of the things. Fortunately, Matilda does not give a shit. Just plows them into a wall. Good stuff. He's up to 106 kills. So we're cutting away through these Skeleton Spearmen. Yeah, they've got a lot of units in the city centre. A lot. Horsemen Archers, 2 units of Ushabti. It's mostly skeletons. The Ushabti could be a problem, though. So we've got a big mob here, so what we're going to do is we're going to bombard them a bit. And then fly overhead and drop some rocks on their noggins. Ideally. So we've managed to defeat both Tomb Kings. Kroq-Gar and Oh So Simple. Backing each other up there. Looking pretty good. I don't think they've got any Tomb Guard here. I think it's mostly just Skeleton Spearmen, all that kind of good. Here we go. So we're going to drop rocks on their heads. So that did a little bit of damage. We also dropped a Pterodon on their heads. That was unintentional. They have, racked up about 100 kills each, which isn't bad. And now that we've defeated most of the forces they sent against us, we're going to advance on the city centre with everything we've got left, which is, I mean, it's not as much as I had beforehand. They've gone out of control and now heading to go and deal with these units of Skeleton Spearmen, which just leaves Oh So Simple, some Skink Skirmishers, and some Saurus Warriors to charge city centre. And here come the Kolbon Riders, of course, held in reserve. They are now charging through the city streets, heading right for the city centre. They're not going to go great in a melee, though. But, you know what? It's pretty much all we've got. So we're going to throw them in and see what happens. This is do or die. We're just going to throw everything we've got at them and hope for the best. Finally, here comes Kroq-Gar, leading a unit of Saurus Warriors with shields. Got just thrown everyone. We've got thrown the Kolbon Riders. Gonna get a little wind blast there. That does a huge amount of damage. Oh my god. Crunchy Nut Cornflakes up to almost 300 kills. Matilda goes charging in, but ends up unfortunately engaging some Ushabti, who are doing quite a lot of damage to her. We do have units moving up to intercept, to assist her. Back her up, we've got some Skink Skirmishers who are charging into combat, because I think a skink just literally exploded there. I think the Ushabti just turned around and the skink just exploded spontaneously. Unfortunate. So we're doing a lot of damage here. Slowly cutting our way through. We've got Curse the Midnight Wind there. They're doing absolutely no damage to us. They're going to find it very, very hard to hit us just as well. because it's Kobold Spear Riders versus Spearmen. Where the Ushabti are, things are not going very well, as the Ushabti just cut us to pieces. Like 30 kills there, 28 kills there. We're just funneling units in to get hacked to pieces, basically. So this attack here, not going great. This one, a little bit better. So we're slowly getting the upper hand here, which is great until the Ushabti run out of things to kill there and then decide to turn on us here. Meanwhile, units of spears here have finished off their kills. They're now moving around to try and get in behind the enemy unit, so they're taking their time. We've also got some skink skirmishers moving up. Pterodons have run out. Have they run out of ammo? No, they're still firing. They've almost run out of ammo. They're continuing to bombard these units down here, try and free us up. Curse the Midnight Wind has finished, which means they are now doing some damage to us, which is less than ideal. Matilda is okay. She's capturing. That's what Matilda does. With style. Do a little bit of twerking there. Nice work, Matilda. So we're starting to cut our way through. There is some Tomb Guard there. I thought there wasn't. There is Tomb Guard. We're going to just chase down these skeleton archers. Lock them into combat. And there they go. They spawned another unit of Ushabti. That's 2 units they've spawned. I call shenanigans. I've got enough problems with the units of Ushabti they've got. I don't need another one being spawned on my top of me. Talking of problems, the Ushabti have carved all of the lizard men over here into little pieces. Into little bite-sized chunks. It's a little bit sad, isn't it? Over here we can see there's huge piles of corpses everywhere. And we're running out of lizard men. Although they're also running out of skeletons. But they're not running out of Ushabti, which is a bit of a problem. We've thrown in the Pterodons because at this point it's literally... just throw everything. Just throw everything. Skeleton Horse Archers trying to get away, but here come the Saurus Spears. Going to throw themselves against us because they know they can't get away. The Ushabti now coming back to the fight. Kroq-Gar are not so simple, I think, holding the army together. Huge piles of dead everywhere, but we are slowly getting the upper hand. The Ushabti dropping one by one, although it is costing us dearly. And as the Ushabti die, the rest of the army starts to crumble. We've captured the city. Barely. Flawless victory, apart from everyone almost dying. Although we only lost actually 1 unit. Oh, it was Pratt's pack, so... Well, I mean, you know... That's fine. I mean, that's a lot of money. I'm half tempted to sack. On the other hand... If I capture this... I'm going to capture it. So we've completed that. So we can get some Blessed Saurus Warriors, so it's not all bad. And what have we got here? So we can recruit Saurus and... Got the tablet. Oh, we'll get rid of that, I think. Want to get rid of that? You know what? I might keep that, actually. I'll hold on to these for the moment. Okay, now I could recruit Kobold Spear Riders, but they're quite expensive. So what I might do is I might just get the Blessed Saurus Warriors with shields for the moment. I might just do that. What are they in comparison? So they've got... more weapon strength, more charge bonus, more melee attack. Okay. So we can get 3 of those. So let me think here. So I can actually amalgamate some of these, couldn't I? Because if I just get rid of a couple more... So if I could do that. So that's going to get me 2 of those. And then I could amalgamate those and just pick up another one. I think that makes sense. Right, Kroq-Gar, good job. That last battle. I think you are literally the only thing holding the army together at the end there. So maybe I want to... Obedience brings victory. More leadership. I mean, ultimately I want to get Grimlock, which will be in 3 turns. Oh, exciting. I'm excited about getting Grimlock. Do I want to give you more Meliot? Well, you know... I mean, we definitely want to purge mankind, but just not yet. Let's just hold our horses on that one. Let's get Obedience brings victory. And we'll be stuck here for a few turns, just sort of doing stuff. Good.
I have no interest in you, creature.
No. Right. Okay, we're going to get a rebellion there, which isn't ideal. Conquest. Yeah, corruption from Lahmia. Which we are going to deal with. Eventually. Imminent rebellion. There are... Can't do anything about that. Yet. Now, without Librus, that is going to cut down on the amount of good units that Khalida can actually recruit. And we've had a rebellion at Rasatra, but we kind of, you know, that was expected, right? Cranky Skellingtons. Oh, hello, Khalida. Hey there. The Silver Host and the Court of Librus have made a peace treaty. Good. Good show. Good show. Okay. So we've had a rebellion. Yes, that's fine. Replenishment is coming along. That army is mostly garbage. I haven't really felt that the skinks have done much. To be honest, I could get rid of I could just get rid of the skinks. God, I would love some horned ones. They're just better Cold One riders, effectively. More speed, more melee attack, more melee defense, more weapon strength, more charge bonus. It's the whole package. I'm going to just wait for Khalida, I think. Now we do have this down here. That's a problem. There's not much I can do about that. We might lose Rasatra. That'd be a bugger. Maybe I should have sacked Librus to be... I would have had to fall back anyway. We're replenishing. We're replenishing. And to be honest, I think I could probably take on Khalida's army here. I think that's why she's keeping a distance. I'm half tempted to amalgamate these skinks, but... Hmm. Now, ideally, if I could just make peace with Khalida... knowledge regained. Discovery of ancient plaques revealed lost knowledge, which may have increased the magic effectiveness, blah, blah, blah. More winds of magic, less. I mean, I don't really need money at the moment, so you know what? Sure. And we've got the sequence of Stoicism and Savage Orcs, which are over there, which is going to add yet more complications to my life.
Me and witness vengeance.
Well, yeah. Okay, so they're doing a little bit of... yeah, they're still rebelling. Well, I could maybe try and lure Khalida in. I just think I need more replenish. If I could just go one more turn, that I think that's mostly going to heal my army up. Pretty good state at that point. You know what? Let's send Oat So Simple out. Let's do a little recce. Hello. Right. So looks like they're having a little bit of a party out here, and looks like Gore is about to crash it.
Absolutely not.
They've got two armies. Oh, those Ushabti. Ushabti, literally the worst. Okay, well that's not going to be an easy nut to crack, is it? It's really not. On the other hand, they don't have much in the way of good units. They've got 3 units of Tomb Guard, 2 units of Nehekaran warriors and Ushabti, and that's it. That's their special. The rest of their army is going to be Skeleton warriors, which is easy for us to deal with. So if we can pin down those armies one by one and wipe them out, then I'm feeling pretty good about this. Unfortunately, that is going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.